All right, so Brapid Fire. We took questions from the YouTube and from the YouTube comments and from Facebook.
Facebook?
You can leave a question like Sjord Cock wrote in the YouTube group.
That's what it says.
Which upcoming game do you think has the biggest chance of winning Game of the Year in 2016? So I guess starting off, what's everyone's current Game of the Year?
Andrew and I'm still The Witness.
Yep, same.
But
I think I'm still Oxenfree.
Oxenfree is also great.
Oxenfree is very close.
I don't think
for me.
Oxenfree is going to win that.
The more I think about, like, when Oxenfree's on PS4, I'm definitely going back to play it again for this reason, because I want to just play through that story, and they added some cool stuff. For me, it's weird because the more I think about it, Firewatch isn't my game of the year right now, and it's in my like top 5. It's a great game.
I think about Firewatch less than I think about Oxenfree.
Exactly, me too.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I think The Witness is still absolutely amazing. Obviously, Uncharted 4 is going to be a huge contender.
Yeah, I think Dark Souls 3. I think of things that came out, I think those
Souls.
3. Witness, Dark Souls 3, and Uncharted are games.
I really think, I mean, we don't know yet, obviously, but I really think Final Fantasy 15 has a chance. Because it looks like it is doing everything right. And yeah, Gears 4 looks gorgeous and could also be. I mean, like, it's weird because there are games where pre-launch, if you would ask me, I would have said, like, Quantum Break has a chance, but, like, now I just feel like no one is talking about it in that way.
No Man's Sky is the big question mark.
Yep.
Like, No Man's Sky, it could be that.
I'm totally not sold on that. That game, I got unsold on that game because it took a really long time.
But the hype was our fault.
The hype was good.
Someone was very mad at us for the hype on that game on Twitter. Remember that?
People do that on IGN sometimes and be like, stop hyping this thing up. And you're like, we're literally reporting on a thing because it keeps getting a lot of traffic, so therefore you indicate that you want us to report on it.
A lot of people around the office are very hot on Overwatch. They really are into it.
I'm actually very excited to play that.
That could be up there.
I mean, it'd be cool if one of the...
I think I'm really
if UB's either something like For Honor or Ghost Recon, or if Watch Dogs does come out, like if one of those is like AC2 caliber.
Or if Titanfall 2 has like a proper campaign. Like imagine Titanfall 2 just like... I kind of keep forgetting about it, and Titanfall 1 was unfortunately so fun to play for a little while, but I just put it down really quickly.
I think everyone was the same. That was exactly my experience.
But man, a multi-platform
it's
awesome
a good year,
Titanfall
I think,
2
actually.
could be great. Yeah, and honestly, Battlefield 1.
I think Watch Dogs 2 will be good.
Like Battlefield 1 could be that game. Infinite
Battlefield
Warfare.
or Call of Duty could be if they're amazing.
Totally.
The last time Call of Duty got nominated, I believe, was Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 1.
Fair. Yeah.
So we'll see. And honestly,
we also have smaller indies like maybe Inside, if the game from the Limbo team finally comes out, and you're like, oh, this is amazing.
Yep, so Mario and Sonic at the 2016 Rio Olympic Games.
That's
Shut up!
it,
Stop looking at. He's looking at so much pornographies.
Damn it, Andrew.
I'm looking at video game release dates.
Oh, that sounds
That's
like
what I'm talking about.
Oh, that one is a little bit of pornography.
Kyle.
Dishonored 2 also.
Kyle Heberling asks favorite horror movie.
Does Alien count? Alien, if it counts?
Count.
I think Alien is a great movie.
Yeah.
I really like The Babadook, which is an Australian
The Babadook
movie.
was
It's
really
on
good.
Netflix if you want to check that out. I love that movie.
Of my favorite recent horror movies are The Babadook and It Follows. If you haven't seen It Follows,
I really
watch
gotta
it.
see
It's
It
incredible.
Follows. The
Amazing
soundtrack.
soundtrack by Disaster Piece, who did the score for Fez.
It follows, and a lot of people like The Witch.
The Witch was really good.
Haven't seen that.
And then my favorite of all time is the original Halloween. Or Suspiria, which is an Italian movie with real nice colors.
The next question is from Megan Palmada. This is for Andrew. In 1 minute or less, describe the Persona games to someone who knows nothing about them. We're gonna time this.
Wait.
Okay.
Oh, dang.
Come on, Marty.
Oh, dang. I don't have fingerprints. And go.
They're JRPGs. They are set in primarily following high school characters, and they've been set in Japan. The general idea is that you have these people living their normal day-to-day high school life, but then they get involved in kind of a greater mystery, and they have this weird ability to some of these personas, which are these demons from Shin Megami Tensei is what they called them, but they're these kind of creatures that you can collect like Pokemon and use to battle, basically. And every character needs to kind of be awakened in order to use that persona is sort of the way it goes. I don't know where we started, so I don't know how much time I have left.
You have 30 seconds.
You have 30 seconds.
The big thing that separates them from other JRPGs, at least for me, is there's a huge like social element to them where there's like dating and there's like just bonding with people in general.
Seconds.
So not even necessarily just people who you want to go marry or whatever or other things, but also
15 seconds.
What kind of other things?
I'm talking about sex. Also just people becoming closer friends with people. There's like an old couple in Persona 3 you can bond with. There's all kinds of cool stuff, and it just feels like a larger, more realized world than most RPGs.
I have a lot of questions. After that, I didn't.
Yes, there are cute animals. Yes, you can play as a dog in Persona
you
3.
knew what they were. Excellent.
That was really good.
Killed it.
David Schroeder asks, what current gen game would you like to see demastered for an 8-bit
We should
system?
start with Alana because she was really excited for this one.
She tried to cut this question,
I don't want to.
and Andrew and I thought
None of
this
them.
question was incredible.
Yeah, I think so. In the way that like we saw the early GTAs evolve into GTA 3, and you had to rethink, oh my God, like the scope of this is crazy. You can like visit this whole world. You can do all this stuff. Doing the opposite of that is really interesting, and taking you mentioned Dark Souls,
which we're getting a lot of these 2D like stuff like Death's Gambit and stuff like Eider, which are almost like 2D retro inspired games that are pulling those core tenets.
There was an awesome like 16-bit style one where it's only boss rush. Like there's nothing.
Titan Souls,
yeah. That's a really, really cool example of I think what that game would look like. I'd be like any open world game. You mentioned Journey. I think would be a really cool one.
Yeah, Journey would be interesting. Like, what would something like? Would The Witcher be just a like sort of JRPG? Like, would The Witcher play like Zelda or like Crusader Ascenti?
And that's the thing. Like Zelda 1, and I mean it's 16-bit, but Link to the Past style games, like those bigger open world games, are really like it's that sense of you had to kind of fill in the gaps with your imagination, and I feel like that led to interesting limitations that made them work harder to create realistic worlds. Whereas when it's photorealistic, obviously that requires tremendously more resources and stuff, but it also doesn't. You don't have to overcome those like those technical boundaries. Like if you want to create something, you just show it to people rather than finding subtle, smart ways to like imply it.
A really interesting example of this was Metal Gear Ghost Babel, which was on the Game Boy Color, which came out after Metal Gear Solid and the PS1. But it took a lot of those elements of Metal Gear Solid, but it played in a top-down perspective like the original ones. But it played like the original ones, but it had so many of the interesting ideas and mechanics of the PS1 game, and it was awesome. It's like the secret best Metal Gear game.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah. That was a really great question. Thanks for choosing it, Alana.
Thank you. Yeah, that was such a good question. Thank you to David.
You want to read the next one, Alana?
Imran Haji asks, favorite Disney film?
The Lion King. I'm just going to assume this is animated movies. You can't be like
Captain America, Civil War.
Shut up, Andrew. We're going to talk about that. An awful person asked the question later about it.
Oh, man.
I really like Brave.
I thought Brave was really cute. Yeah.
Oof. I really like Ratatouille. It's probably my favorite Pixar, but as far as like 2D animated.
Oh, dude, Zootopia.
Oh, I mean, that's the thing. I haven't seen Zootopia yet.
Good. Yeah.
Of Pixar, I would go Incredibles. Of like classic animation, Lion King probably.
I like Peter Pan. I like Dumbo. I like Fantasia.
All good.
Thanks, man. Matthew Perdue asks, since he isn't there, who is Brian's favorite Dragon Ball character? Alana.
Krillin.
I think it's Yajirobe.
I think it's Dragon Ball. I don't know. I've never watched Dragon Ball. I don't know anything about it.
Wow.
But Dragon Boy is the main character.
But your hair in your high school picture looked like a Super Saiyan. Greg Sinclair asks, what is your favorite San Francisco district?
The Mission.
Yeah, probably same. The Mission.
Yeah. The Mission was my favorite for a long time. I really like North Beach now.
I like North Beach.
North Beach is pretty. I live on Polk Street, which isn't nice, but it has nice bars.
That I agree with, yeah.
Yeah. Golden Gate Park is very nice. Soma's terrible.
Yeah, not great.
No one should live in Soma.
It's fine.
Womp
Sorry,
womp.
Andrew.
It's fine. I did found Soma. A in Soma stands for Andrew.
What do the S, the O, and the M stand for?
Sad.
Oh, why'd you go to sad?
What?
Yeah, probably
You
sad.
have to ask.
Hey, Alana. Alana Pierce asks, hey, guys, can we talk about Civil War?
It's weird that someone asked a question and said, can we?
Yeah, that's very strange. I don't know who this Alana P.S. person. I nearly mispronounced my own last name. This Alana Post person is, but yeah, I totally want to talk about Civil War. We all saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not all the listeners have seen it.
So we're not going to talk about spoilers.
Yeah.
I really liked it. I prefer Winter Soldier, and I think I hold it pretty closely to Guardians of the Galaxy.
I saw it for the second time last night. It is my favorite Marvel movie.
Wow.
Wow.
Boy.
Wow, Rio.
Wario. Yeah, I thought the movie was really good. I thought how it handled Spider-Man and Black Panther were incredible. I thought,
Spider-Man was awesome.
Yeah.
And
It's the best Spider-Man on film ever.
And
and the reveal of Spider-Man was just all of it was really great.
And the airport scene in the middle is the coolest
the
superhero
fight
thing
scenes,
ever.
I think the fighting in it is incredible.
Yeah, I think it's the best representation of the huge scope of superhero powers ever
And
put
the
on film.
characters, it fleshes out all of the characters really well. Had issues with the pacing a little bit, and
It's a little long, yeah.
yeah, it's not even that it's long. It's just that some of it seems like it should have been cut. Like some of it felt unnecessary.
That's what I'm talking about.
And even as much as I love Spider-Man, like you could technically cut Spider-Man out of that movie and be fine.
Yeah.
Like it wouldn't change that much.
So my biggest problem with it is the weight. It doesn't feel like that movie has a lot of weight or a lot of consequence or a lot of, you know, you walk out of there and you're like, oh, that's a thing that happened. But you
Yeah,
don't
we were
feel
talking.
anything.
It moves the overall plot, like the Thanos thing, forward the least.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like it moves all of the characters the most.
Yeah,
I feel
I
like the
agree.
characters get jostled, and you learn more about them.
I mean, we can obviously we're going into. Well, we should go into it more at some point on air. But like for me,
Yeah, we
it's
could, actually.
the weird thing for me is like obviously this has become a de facto Avengers movie because so many people are in it. But it is still very much a Captain America movie, and those titles aren't a mistake. They're not just there to be there. Like I do think like you will see more weight for the Avengers in an Avengers movie. Like I do
Yes,
think
I
that this
agree.
is Cap is the core of it, and for Cap, there's plenty of weight in my opinion. Like I think it's actually like in terms of his story, I think there is a lot of significant stuff that happens. I mean, it's hard not getting into spoilers, but I
mean,
think
even
like
that I kind of don't agree because of a thing that would be a spoiler, but like he definitely
when
has
Superman comes in, it's really weird.
he definitely has good character development. They all
guess- yeah,
totally
I
do. But
think
I
we-
still, again, really liked it. We
Yes,
need to
it
express
was
that
great.
you can criticize something and still
Just
really
like
like it.
Uncharted.
I thought
Yep.
it was great.
Yep.
Saw some issues.
I think we can all agree it's better than Batman Superman,
definitely better than Batman Superman.
because Max's trial is better than Batman.
Thank you for that
Superman.
question, a lot of PS.
Yeah, that was really good. It was crazy that the person who asked the question mispronounced her own last name.
Yeah,
It wasn't me. Who?
she's a
What?
troubled child.
It not me.
It, not me.
Christian Verdick asks, do you celebrate animal birthdays?
Excellent question, Christian. Yes, we had a party for Max's dog, Peppers, a couple of months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew did not come to because he's really mean and hates Peppers. But Marty and
I
I,
love
both went.
peppers. I had a previous engagement.
And everyone was dressed up very fancy. It was the most formal party that I've been to in America, and it was for a dog's birthday. It was very nice.
I once had a relative post a very robust happy birthday to her cat the day after my birthday, which she forgot.
Oh wow! I'm sorry, Andrew.
Man, you are Charlie Brown.
Moving
Whatever.
on.
The cat died.
Well,
What?
you're gonna die too.
Oh, dang.
Lana, you want to read the last question?
Ryan was. Could you just keep giving me the ones that have difficult last names?
No, man. I thought we were doing like a
Ryan
back and forth.
was Zas. I don't know how to pronounce this.
I
Ryan.
think
I'm sorry.
Wasatch. It's
Wasatch?
Polish.
I want to know, what is your favorite bad game, meaning a game that most consider to be awful, but you really like or love? Thanks, you guys are awesome. Obviously, my answer is going to be Deadly Premonition. Though I don't know that necessarily most people consider that to be awful. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
just some people do.
I feel like it's just divisive. Like I feel like the
Yeah.
people who like it love it, and the people who hate it.
But while I love that game, I am aware that it is objectively a bad game. So I think it is a bad game, but I absolutely adore it. It's probably my favorite game.
I don't think I have any that are like uses the word awful or bad. Like I don't think I have any that people like truly think are awful. But like I really like the Final Fantasy 13 series. I know a lot of people don't.
I liked
Eternal
Kane and Lynch
Sonata
too.
on
I like Kane Lynch. Yeah.
yeah, Kane Lynch 2.
Yeah, I
Kane
liked
Lynch.
it.
Wait, which one is which?
Kane and Lynch 2 is the one, it's got like the steady cam. I don't think the first one does that.
There was one of them I liked and one of them I
when you
didn't.
run.
You like the roadie run and
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Eternal Sonata, the JRPG on it eventually came to PS3, but no one liked that at the time.
yeah, that's I'm a sucker for 3D character platformers, and I remember playing stuff like Glover and Gex 2 Enter the Gecko and Voodoo Vince and Blinks the Time Sweeper that I liked despite knowing full well that they weren't very good.
Yeah.
They weren't in the same caliber of Mario or Banjo or Jack and Daxter, anything like that. Psychonauts.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would get clearance games a lot, so I played a lot of like really weird 3D, like crappy licensed 3D platformers that were like probably bad, but I spent a lot of time 100%ing because I just took what I could get basically.
Yeah, I mean, I also really liked, I like Banjo-Tooie more than Banjo-Kazooie, which I think most people disagree with. You don't remember Banjo-Tooie, you can't talk.
I'm gonna replay it someday.
Exactly. Then you
We'll
can
play it on the
then
YouTube
you can
channel.
talk.
No, we have to do it for our annual Christmas banjo playthrough.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Sorry.
So thank you so much. That was Brapid Fire. We did it, guys.